see if I don't know why I'm not live. Maybe I'm live on the wrong page. Oh, there we go. Okay, I am live. Okay. It was not working. It was weird. Oh, okay, there we go. So, hi guys. Happy Magic Monday. How are you feeling? I hope everyone's doing good. I wanted to get on here and do a video. It's a Beauty and Beast, in the Beast kind of inspired card. Remember, Monday is always my Disney card day. And so, oh, and the ears are from FloofyArts. You can find them on Etsy. You can also find them on Facebook. If you type in Floofy oh, you know what? I think I have, oh, there it is. I'll go ahead and they also have an Instagram, and their Instagram is really good. So FloofyArts is who made my ears. And they made these a long time ago. They actually even made them even better. They have different headbands now that are even stronger. And their old ones are good too. These I bought a while back, but it just depends on my hair too, like, and what I'm wearing in my hair. But yeah, FloofyArts, Kim and Chloe from FloofyArts made my ears. You go to Etsy or go to their Facebook or their Instagram. They post a lot of pictures on Instagram, and you can shop at their Etsy place. And so I forgot I had their little card here. They made my ears, and sometimes they'll have like clearance discounts, you know, when they have a little extra stock. And so I'll keep their stuff handy so that other people can see. I also have these gorgeous wire. They're really famous for making the wire wreath ears, and they have like floral wreath ears, and they're super gorgeous. So anyway, all right, so I'm doing a Beauty and the Beast inspired card today. Don't forget that you only have a few more days to sign up for my abstract beauty class. Only 5 more days. So please sign up. And yeah, that's all I can think of. I can't think of anything new. Yeah, so other than, oh, a new catalog. Oh, and I will, if you are a customer and you've ordered from me, I will go ahead and I'll send you a catalog. But if you haven't ordered from me, you need to get in contact with me. And it's kind of, you know, it costs about like $4 or $5 to mail you the catalog. So we can do like Venmo or PayPal, and I can mail you a catalog. Because I also have to buy the catalogs too. And then to mail them, that means it costs me around like $8 to send you a catalog. And that's just a lot. So if you are not my customer and haven't ordered from me, either place an order or contact me, and we can do a little Venmo, and I can mail you a little packet. And usually I have little treats and goodies in there too when I mail a catalog. So so all my customers are always excited when they get a catalog. So all right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to get used to my new setup because I moved my camera stand, and so that's actually better because now I can see the laptop better. So we're going to be using this stamp today. It's called Every Chapter, and I think it is carrying over into the new catalog. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think it's going away. I just loved it so much. I don't know. I don't usually like the single stamps, you know, where it's just one, but there was something about this one that was just very sweet, and I didn't think I'd like coloring. And then we're going to be using this one rose from the Dress to Impress, which I've shown you before. Now this is sold out, guys. I told you how, you know, I showcased this last week, and then it was sold out like a week later, not because of me, but just because, you know, it's the end of, everything's retiring, and so things are really discounted. So sorry about that. If you didn't get a chance, you might be able to find it on eBay or on some different Stampin' Up! Resale sites. So the card, I made a card. Here's what I was going for. So like I said, I love that the image of this just reminded me, because of the books of Belle. And so that's why this is a Beauty and the Beast inspired card, because it reminded me of Belle. And then the teacup, and I don't know, it just reminded me of Beauty and the Beast. So I thought I would use this paper. This is the hand penned paper, but it is sold out. So I don't want to show you something that is sold out because it's not really fair. If you have this paper, you can do some things with it, and I'll show you what I did. This paper would also be good, But then I had a little inspiration. I thought this one might be fun because it's kind of it's a folkloric. This is the Sweet Symmetry paper. And it's very folklore. I loved this particular sheet because even though it's pink, I just thought it was a pretty design. And I thought that the folkloric style of this might be a good option for Beauty and the Beast. Just a thought, just a thought. So then I got to thinking, well, what am I gonna do? So I made this card, and it was actually kind of hard to do because I didn't have all the same colors. So I used this paper here for my sample, but it's sold out. And you see how it has this, I think this is Blushing Bride, I think. I don't have Blushing Bride. I do have a blender pen that I maybe could have tried, but it just wasn't working for me. I was having a hard time making it look the way I wanted. So, and it was hard for me to match these colors with the books. I think it still looks like a cute card, but it's not really as good as I think I want it to be. I really wanted to have the blue and white. And this reminded me of like French provincial, you know, kind of design. And to me, it just made me think of that, which is what had me do this particular card. But instead, I've decided to use the paper that we have available to us. See, I made another one here, but see, it didn't really match, you know, see, it didn't match the paper. I was trying to, I don't know, it just got kind of out of hand when I was trying to get it done, but, so I'll save this for another card, but yeah, so we'll work it out. Hi, Carol. So I want to do a Lady in the Beauty and the Beast inspired card from our abstract paper. Now remember, I have a class right now, $25 class. There's only 4 spots left for my $25 abstract beauty class. And so what I decided to do is I decided to take this paper from the abstract beauty paper, and it has this great gold in it. And I think I might use this, one of these scraps on the inside, and do this, make this design like this, but I'm going to color the, flowers a light navy like they did here, or a misty moonlight that they had on this. Let me get this strip. It's kind of hard to see on the edge, but I'm not going to add this Blushing Bride in here. Okay. So I'm just going to do the greens and Blushing Bride. And I don't even have this garden green in a blender pen. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just try my best with what I have. And so I'm going to color this in the colors that I want, which really just green and blue. Okay. So all that explanation to tell you, I'm going to color green and blue around the edges. That's dark olive, light. No, that's like burning apple green. We want the light olive first, and we want the light Night of Navy for our flowers. Okay. So I just wanted to focus on those 2 colors. It'll make it easier for when I color the books. And we don't have to color every single flower because this is the edge that's just going to show, not the entire, page. Like this part I'm coloring right now probably won't show. And so I just thought it would be a fun, we'd still get the effect of having these little coordinating flowers, but not necessarily have to match it so difficult, make it so difficult to match on my, when I colored it. That was the hard part, was coloring it. And then you'll also get that little hint of gold in there too, which will be fun. So I love audiobooks, and I listen to Pride and Prejudice. The movies are actually pretty darn close to the books. There's some minimal stuff that's not in there. I think the part that's minimal is just the extensive description of social norms of the day. which I thought was kind of interesting. I just read it again. It was a long time ago that I read it the first time. And I thought, let me read it again to see. Well, I listened to it, but I love audiobooks. And I thought, I'm an English teacher, so I thought it was cheating all this time to do audiobooks. But it's actually not cheating. Your brain is actually equally stimulated by, oh, I think I'll use this pale blue too, or the pool party too, is equally stimulated by the topic, or is equally stimulated by what's in the book. I thought it was cheating because, you know, the only difference is that you're not getting the visual stimulation, but the brain stimulation is the same. I'm kind of geeky that way. I think about those types of things, you know. Well, I'm a school teacher, so I thought like audiobooks was cheating, but it's actually not cheating. Like, it was just an English teacher thing that I kind of adopted, a misnomer, you know. And then I thought, hey, let me check it out. And there's all these studies on it and how it's like actually has the same effect on your brain as regular reading, except for the eye aspect. I get pretty tired when I read, and so I have glasses and everything. It's just I just get tired, really tired. And so it tends to just make me real sleepy, so it'll take me for days to read a book. And so this helps me read in a different way. So hopefully this is relaxing, just watching me color. I might mix a little bit of this pool party with the Night of Navy. I thought this would be a good I don't want to do it too dark. I might do some dark Night of Navy. Maybe I'll do that with the other. Oh, that one needs to be. Let me use the dark one first. I was just surprised that it was so similar. I thought I'd do these with the darker Night of Navy. These swirls. Okay, and let me take my light Night of Navy and kind of see how it blends in together. Here. And let me put a little bit of a pool party on top. Okay. Forgot another leaf somewhere. There it is. I knew there was another leaf I had forgotten around the edge. Okay. So let's see how this looks on top. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this, oops, not this one. Where's my other piece? I cut a little white piece. There it is. Okay, cool. So that's a little less, that's a little better because that's a little more of what I wanted, was just a little less. This was so specific in its colors that it made it kind of hard to match, but this one will be less. And so I colored way more than I needed, but that way I knew I had every area covered. So then we'll go ahead and take our stamp. Like I said, this is just a sample one I did. I'll put it on a different card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this on with Memento ink. And the trick to stamping with this particular one is you're going to stamp. Sometimes because it's such a large stamp, it's better just to turn your ink pad over and hold your ink pad. Because the stamp is kind of unwieldy, it's kind of hard to tell if you've covered the whole thing. But when you do it upside down like this, you can see what you've inked and that it's ready. And then just put your lid back on. This is the E block. The block is the E block. It's not, it sounds almost like I'm talking about a prison block or something, but this block is the E block. And actually that's how I figured out how big my paper needed to be in order to do, oh, it's crooked. I can tell. Oh, you can't even tell. I'm gonna do it on the back side to see, but if I can get it straight. It's because I'm on camera, it's crooked. The other times I did it, it was all straight. So a little bit of coloring today, a little bit of Beauty and the Beast inspired. I just love this stamp. So I was trying to figure out how big this stamp was and whether or not I, how big the square needed to be. And so I was kind of going back and forth, like, how am I going to figure out the size of this square? And then I'm like, why don't you just measure the block it's on? Durr. And so I measured the block. Oh, good. That one's straight. And so that makes me feel a little bit better. The other one was just slightly crooked. You couldn't even tell. I probably would have used it if I hadn't gotten the second one. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to color. So the first thing I wanted to do was color Chip, because I need the blends to dry before I make his little crack. And so this is Dark Highland Heather for his, it's not exactly like Chip's design, because obviously Chip has a different, he has a gold like edging and gilding. And so this is Daffodil Delight. This is just the regular Stampin' Write marker. I don't have a blend for Daffodil Delight. I just buy things as I need them because I don't have endless funds to spend, shocker, on Stampin' Up stuff. Although when you guys order, I always get a little credit, so that's always good. So I always appreciate it when you guys order from me. And so, oh, I need to leave my little host code, and I'll leave my FloofyArts so you can order from them. They're amazing and wonderful people. I've texted with them different times or messaged them a few times. So what I wanted to do here, I wanted to have the color behind the lens here just a little bit different color. So I added some cinnamon cider, and then I used the light gray granite. I guess I didn't want it to be too dark for the glasses. Maybe I should try the dark one. I'm going to try the dark one to see. I'm going to try that one on just to make a different style. I thought it might be too black. Oh no, it looks good. And it just kind of blends in that cinnamon a bit and gives a different dimension to I'm using the bullet tip here.
just so that whatever's behind the lens is going to be a different color. And then I'm also going to use Wink Estella on the lenses so they look shiny. And so just adding that tiny touch of cinnamon cider gives this little dimension to the to what's behind the lens. Just gives it a little different color. And I can use my color lifter. I colored outside the line. And look, if you color outside the line and then you use this color lifter, it actually picks up the part that I drew out of the line. I didn't think it was going to work, but it actually works. So we're definitely going to want to use navy. I just wasn't sure where to use the navy. I've used the navy down in different places. I really liked having this white one blank. So let's go ahead and use, let's see, do I have a light? Let's see, what's this light poppy parade look like? No, I don't think I want that. You know what, I think I'm just gonna do pool party in the center there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the light Night of Navy. Oh, this is the dark one, darn it. Let's see if the color lifter will work here. It might lighten it enough to where I can, ooh, it is. It's not gonna pick it up totally, but see, it's gonna lighten it to where now I can use the light Night of Navy. I picked up the wrong one. This color lifter really can help. It can lift up a tiny amount, but Night of Navy is such a dark color. But see, now I can come back through with my light Night of Navy and color, yeah. And not, because the dark light of navy kind of covers up the black. And so it is a pretty stamp, Carol. I think it's just a fun, sweet stamp. And I thought, I really liked the provincial idea of those flowers. And then, so I made it work with something that's current. Because that was my thing, is I was having trouble. See, now I can color back over where the color lifter had picked up that dark. Otherwise, that corner would have been super dark Night of Navy. And Night of Navy can be almost black sometimes. And then let's go ahead and color. I've tried coloring this in with yellow and some different colors, and I just didn't like how it looked. Let's color it in with the pool party. I think that'll be good. I'm trying not to color too hard over the black, because it doesn't make it bleed, but sometimes it can kind of fade the ink. So I just try and keep it light over the black. And then I use the ivory on, I like having the ivory on all of the pages because I just thought that looked good. You could also do like a yellowing, like a gilded yellow. You could use So Saffron or something, but because you know how many times in the olden days, I don't know, now books do tend to have white pages unless they have like the newsprint pages, but you know what I mean? Like it's real common that they'll actually have real white paper now. I don't know. Okay, so we've got that going. And I'm going to leave, I want Granny Apple Green. I'm going to leave this book white. I don't know, I just liked this book white. But I'm going to color the leaves here with some light Granny Apple Green. And then I think I'm going to use the red on the, yeah, I have a little bucket here for my, I'm going to make this little tab red, real red, dark real red. I just felt like it should be. La 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 la. Okay, and then so these top ones, we can go with our old olive green. Maybe we'll do that around the edge of this here, this light old olive. I'm gonna use the light old olive around this one. So I'm trying to match it to this, but not exactly, but this was a little easier to match because I have the markers to match it. I didn't have all the colors for the other. And then I'm definitely going to use a dark for these two leaves to contrast that. And let's see. Make our center of our daisy. And let's see. What would look good with that green? I think I'm gonna make this one here. The pool party. Yeah, this is a much better card than the original one I made. The other one was fine. It just isn't as good as I wanted it. Okay, let's see. And I just like this white book here. Let's see what we can do here to jazz it up. Let's use the dark Night of Navy for this little strip. And I'm trying to see what to fill in there that would work. See, I don't have another color blue. Let's see what happens if I color this and the pool part, or the light Night of Navy. No, it's too dark. What about this in a pool party? Let's see. I might need a new ivory. It makes it kind of a brownish blue. That might work. I want this to like pop here. I wonder what it looks like if I do Night of Navy with the pink, or the pool party. Or did I try that already? What if I try the Night of Navy with purple? A little too dark. Well, it gives a little extra something. Let's do that. I have an idea. I chose to use these instead of I wanted a little texture, but I chose to use the blender pens instead of my regular markers just because I had a little bit more variety, and I did want to mix some colors a little bit. Now I'm going to take my color lifter and I'm going to go over it. To lighten it just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to take this purple one and mix it to give just a little hint. I didn't want it super bright purple like what's at the top. Oops. This bleeds through, so. So it's still purple, but it has that funny mix with the blue. It's not as bright a purple. It almost gets a pink color to it. Cute. Loving. I didn't think that was gonna work, but it worked. Then we're gonna take our Winka Stella. We're gonna put that on the lenses, just the lenses. And that way that will be shimmery. And I think that's it. I think that's all I want. I don't think I want to color anything there. I think it's okay being white. And so we'll go ahead and layer it. See, look how diverse this paper is. I love that I can just take this paper and trim off a tiny bit and it's going to be the right size. I only had to trim off 1 inch of this and it was the right size. Or not 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch because it's 6 inches long. And then we'll just place that on our card front. It gives you a whole card front. I normally don't like card fronts that are just one layer, but I think because this paper is pretty thick, it makes me feel okay about it. It's not super, super thick, but it's sometimes designer series paper can be fairly thin. Look how cute that's gonna look. Oh, so cute. Oh, I forgot the crack. I forgot the crack and chip. So you have to wait till this dries because a Stampin' Write marker and a blender pen, just, they don't really match. Sometimes though, it'll have a funny effect. I learned that when I was doing the first one. I had to do it twice because the blender pen was a little too, wet. And so that's gonna look cute. Let me grab my dimensionals. I do want to pop it up off the paper. So it's good that I actually colored in a little further on all the sides because now when I pop it up, it's going to be, let me color these. When I pop it up, you won't see anything underneath. I missed a leaf there. I think all are colored around the edge. Okay, not that anyone's gonna notice, it's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna put dimensionals in the back. See, so the blender pen does leak through, you see, so if you wanted to have this in a card, like a white card, you'd always wanna layer on the back. I do not have the long strips of the dimensionals. I thought I had a package, but I guess I never did. Or it just disappeared off my cart at a retreat or something. And so I'm going to go ahead and just layer a bunch of dimensionals because I don't like it when my cards sag. So, yeah. So, I had a friend of mine tell me that someone complained on her YouTube or her Facebook or something that she used too many dimensionals. And I was like, I would have said, bite me, because they're my dimensionals. I can use as many as I want. I like it when they don't sag in the middle. Because when you mail the card, sometimes they'll get pressed against and the center will get mushed down. I'm glad I didn't use that pool party with ivory. It looks like orange now. I'm glad I didn't use that as an option. I might add some crystals to this to make it a little more magical. But I was thinking of all the blue with Belle instead of the red, and instead of the red and yellow, which is the norm. So cute. You know what might also be kind of cute is adding just a little bit of Winkastella to the edge of the books to make them shiny, like gilded. And then maybe I'll add some gems. Let's see. Ooh, iridescent gems would be good on here. Let me see. The iridescent gems are staying in the catalog. They're going to be in the new catalog. So, oh, perfect, right on top. Except my tweezers disappeared. I went to a oh, and we need to put some stuff on the inside. So if you ever have trouble, there's a couple tools that we have that can help you pick up things. So you can use the spatula. I'm going to put one gem right here in the center of that flower. And then I think I'll put a gem down here. Maybe I'll just put them on the white to kind of shine a little extra something. Just a little extra shine. So there's two tools, you know, if you don't want to use the tweezers like I do. Oh, good, Carol. I'm glad I'm not the only one because, you know, I like my cards to last. People will save them. I've had some of my friends like frame them. So there's two tools that you can use. I use this spatula one. You see it's kind of gunky. It's because you can use it to help peel up. So like if I had glued this in the wrong place, I could put this underneath the paper here and help break the glue seal. And then the other thing is the piercing tool here, which you can use to pick up things too. I know people use that to pick up things, but I haven't been as successful with it. The spatula I've used a lot, and the piercing tool. There's also the putty, which people use to pick up gems as well. So see, it's this little putty on the end, and you can use it to pick up the gem and put it down, and people have been successful with that. I haven't been as successful at using it like some of my other friends. I just love my tweezers. I guess it's old habits die hard, you know? And so cute. I love how that turned out. Oh, and the inside, because obviously I just felt like I needed to add a little something to the inside. I'm gonna add a single rose to the inside and just color it red. So we'll just add a single rose. Oops, we need some ink on there. I might need to re-ink my pad. There we go. A single rose, and this is rose from the Dressed to Impress, which is sold out. I told you guys in the beginning of the video. It's totally sold out, which I hope you guys got it, because I love the Dressed to Impress stamp set, which was this one here. I mean, naturally, I'm going to love it. Hello, fabulous, duh. I mean, I don't think I can ever get rid of this stamp set just because of that stamp. I'll use it too often. All right, and so I just wanted to color this rose inside red. So is my little Beauty and the Beast inspired card. I'm so grateful for all the people that signed up for my class. Super fun. I can't believe it. I only have 3 people that are repeat customers. The rest, the other 5,
are all brand new customers, which is awesome. Like, thank you so much for signing up. I really, really appreciate it. Let me use the old olive. I'm excited to share with you my little class. So it's pretty cool to have, they must be, you know, customers that watch my videos, or they saw like my advertisement of the class or something, but still it's pretty cool. If they happen to be following my page now, they'll see me talking about it. So that's good. Okay. So I did the real red, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the gray, the dark gray granite in the center, just to give a little bit of texture in the dots. There's little tiny dots in the center of the rose. And so I didn't really feel like coloring it so specific where those dots had something else, but I thought a little bit of gray granite would give a little extra texture, just a little something to throw in the center there. And then I'm going to put that on the inside. I always like a little surprise on the inside of my card. So this is a good one. Carol, did you get your Happy Mail? I sent some Happy Mail. I hope you got it. Not Happy Meal, Happy Mail. Although I went, I'll have to share with you my little collection on another video. I'll make a stitch card, and then share my Happy Meal toys that I found. Like, I went around the entire month, like the first week or two of February, getting Stitch toys, because they were, oh, I think I need one more. I always have to have 5. It's always odd numbers. I think I'll put one right there. I always do odd, and there were 4, and I didn't like it. So that looks so cute. It turned out great. Okay, you'll get it any day. Sorry I spoiled the surprise. You'll get your little Happy Mail surprise any day. And so when did I drop it off? So today's Monday. I think I dropped it off on like Thursday. So it's probably will be there in the next day or so. Like later today or tomorrow. So how cute is that? That turned out really cute. And let me hold it a little closer so you can see the different color for that purple. You see, it's not the same purple here exactly. It's definitely got a lot of blue in it. And that was all because of the fact that I had used that blender pen to try, not blender pen, the color lifter, to try and lift up some of that native navy, which was fun. So that turned out good. I like how this all turned out. This turned out much better than my original. Let's compare the two. I think I can still make my original one work. I think I'm just going to play with it, maybe play with some of that color lifter to see if I can get it, to get this just to look a little different. I just want it to be a little better, to where it matches this a little bit more. And so I think just getting that calypso coral or something would help, or maybe a little bit more, you know, I just want it to look a little bit different. And so, but it's still good. It's still so cute. And obviously this needs gems. Obviously I need to add some gems here. I think I'll play with the coloring and see. And this was the other one I did. This one will be fun. I think I want to put this one on like a pink card, you know, because it'll pick up that pink book in the middle, you know, so yeah. So yeah, so that'll be fun. So yeah, so I love that I could still use that provincial, the French provincial paper, take the same concept, but use it with a different type of paper. I could even use one of our plain designer series papers that we have as a background. You know, I always think, you know, like think outside the box to something new. Like this would have been a fun background. I could have used the yellow even, or the red. I really wanted the blue, and so I could have found the blue one that's in here in the regals and seen, or the in the subtles, the blue one, and see if I could get it, see how it would look as a background texture. But yeah, so cute. So, well, thanks for tuning in. I hope you like my little Beauty and the Beast chip inspired card. Chip and, well, I mean, look at all the books. They're so cute. I love this one though. This one I think turned out the best. So I think because I could match the colors, that's the key. I needed better colors to match here. So, but it still looks good. So, all right, well, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to comment and share like Carol did. Carol's like my #1 sharer. Oh, and here's my host code if you need to pick anything up. And don't forget, if you want to get some ears, go ahead and head over to FloofyArts.
I just share her, I don't have any benefit. I don't get any benefit from sharing her information. People like my ears. And so I like to share where I get some of them when I can. Cause small businesses, helping small businesses is always good. And so, FloofyArts, she doesn't really use the website as much. It's better to go to Instagram or Facebook or Etsy to find the best, ears, because on the website she didn't get as much traffic, so it was better to use Etsy. So yeah, so feel free to order anything with this host code, and don't forget, if you are my customer, I will send you a catalog. If you're not already my customer, then you can Venmo me or PayPal me, and I can take care of that. So all right, thanks so much. Have a great day. All right, bye.